Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Good afternoon and welcome everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Shear and I am the Spiritual Director and Founding Minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password. Today is Sunday, March 27th, 2022. We are continuing with our annual theme, which is Living Everyday Wonder. The topic for this month of March has been play. And this week, our topic is So Happy Together. Each week, we start with a spiritual practice called Affirmative Prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment. And this is a powerful tool and a practical tool that helps to shift our consciousness so that we are open and available to accept all the good that is already present in our life. It aligns our thoughts with all good. So let's move into today's service with intention, as we do each week, with a reading from the Creative Thought magazine. And today I'll be reading from March 26, 2014. And just a reminder that spiritual mind treatment is always done in the first person. So I invite you to gently close your eyes and take these words as your own, if you so choose. There can be no doubt that there is a living, loving spirit that continuously evolves as ever greater expressions of itself. This unstoppable force is pure unconditional love and is the true nature and energy of all that I am and all that I see. Every fiber of my being awakens moment by moment to the truth of the wonder that I express and experience as myself in the world of my experience. I choose to let this understanding lead my consciousness. It reminds me that love is the delivery system for moment by moment vibrant health, gratifying success, joyful relationships, and freely flowing prosperity. Just as rain nourishes the earth, love is the divine activity that makes challenges blossom into the blessings that I expect and discover. My heart is full of gratitude as this truth resounds throughout my soul and blesses all of creation with overflowing good. I release this word to law, and so it is. And that was originally submitted by Reverend Madeline Katz-Eller from New York, New York. And as we do each week, let's together review our purpose, vision, and mission statements. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, which is to educate and support each other so we can create the life we desire that works for us right now. And this is further supported by our mission, which is to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. And once again, I'd like to welcome everyone. We are an open center that honors all paths. So whichever path you are on, please know that you are welcome here. We teach a philosophy called the science of mind. It's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. And we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. We've already experienced one of these tools with the opening spiritual mind treatment. And as I mentioned, we honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes founded this teaching in the 1920s, He had studied both Eastern and Western spiritual texts in order to create the science of mind, which focuses on the use of the individual use of our thoughts and this powerful thing called the mind. When asked to provide a concise definition of the science of mind teaching, he'd replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. Each week, we offer a service with an inspirational message. And we are meeting Sundays at noon at Winston's Bar and Grill, Calle Peru, number 1231, right next door to the Shell gas station. And hang out with us after service for some great food and great conversation with like-minded people. If you have any questions or comments, you can post them online wherever you are watching the replay, or chat with me in person, or you can send me an email and I'll be sure to respond. Spirit has created each and every one of us with an overflowing capacity for joy, balance, and freedom. And yet we have a very human tendency to get caught up in the busyness of the world and forget to engage these essential aspects of our divine self. Play is a sacred activity, absolutely necessary for our complete expression in this life. The most everyday of activities, play connects us with a sense of wonder and creativity. Play is healing to the body, mind, and heart, and connects us with each other and inspires our greater yet to be. All month, we've been talking about how important a life of play and rest is for our healthiness, both inside and out. There's another dimension though. Play helps us to build relationships filled with joy and meaning. What if our whole community embraced the idea of playing together as a key component of healthy living? This week, we'll explore opening up to shared playfulness, including loosening up in front of people, accepting invitations, and making play a community affair. In the Declaration of Principles, Ernest Holmes wrote, "We believe in the unity of all life, and that the greatest and highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a reveler of truth who lives in close contact with the indwelling God." In Think Your Troubles Away, he wrote, "If we would know a God of joy, we must be joyful." Together, these ideas lead us to the realization that we are all one. And as we walk as a revealer of the joyful God, we must be joyful together. Community play, therefore, is a sacred act that serves all of us. Dr. Ernest Holmes said this, "If we feel then that we are simple onlookers and not participants in the game of life, we should rediscover the youthful spirit of that childlike joy, which gives us the energy, happiness, security, and faith we had as children." The first step toward a life of play, fun, and joy with others is to open up to the willingness to be with others in a playful way. Just like Anna in the movie Frozen wanted to play with her sister, there are those who want to play with you. It's not always easy to allow ourselves to be seen in the vulnerable light that inherently comes with play. It involves overcoming the fear of taking off the mask of public acceptability and appropriateness and allowing your inner child out to romp around. Accepting invitations for play when they come is an essential step. When someone is willing to leave their comfort zone and invite you into their world, connect with your own sense of joy and wonder and say yes. Charles Schaeffer said, "We are never more fully alive, more completely ourselves, or more deeply engrossed in anything than when we are playing. Because of this, we are able to be known most deeply and completely in the space of play." This expansion of possibilities and the flowering relationships that can come forth will soon have you excitedly accepting play invitations and even learning to extend them to others. Ernest Holmes wrote this: "The present moment can never provide us with more joy than we are able to embody." So how much joy are you able to embody? These past few weeks, I've stepped out of my comfort zone and I've gone out to a few events around town. As a result, I've met so many wonderful people and made new friendships. And I'm glad I went out to play, and I look forward to many more adventures. Dr. Ernest Holmes wrote this: "The person who is always glad will surround themselves with people who are happy, and life will be a continual enjoyment." Once we're willing to play with one another, we have the opportunity to open up even further. Loosening up in front of people, being our authentic, silly, joyful selves, gives people a glimpse into our hearts. It's easiest to be truly open and authentic when it's a part of the culture to do so. The people who created the 30-second dance button knew this. One press of the button and you get 30 seconds of high energy dance music. The idea is that everyone in the space agrees that once the button is pressed, everyone will dance wildly for 30 seconds of music. 30 seconds of dance changes the energy in the space. It moves emotions through the body and allows for raucous laughter. Plus, it's not long enough to get self-conscious. When people are able to dance together, they can be real with one another. And the American Dance Movement Foundation is taking this even further with the National Day of Dance. They create one simple, fun dance routine each year and encourage people all over the world to learn it and perform it together at the same time, whether on stage or even in their driveway. Dancing together changes relationships and builds community, a community filled with fun and laughter. And Jean Houston said this about laughter: "At the height of laughter, the universe is flung onto a kaleidoscope of new possibilities." So now that we are open and loosened up, it's time to make play a community affair. Expanding on a sense of community means getting and keeping everyone involved and feeling that they belong. One challenge traditionally experienced in a group play is the dynamic of winner and loser. And this is brilliantly illustrated by the American board game Monopoly, where the goal is to bankrupt other players as quickly as possible, knocking them out of the game. And this leads to periods where players are left in non-play mode for huge chunks of the game. and it breaks up the feeling of inclusion and belonging. Paintball, where you shoot paint at your opponent, also takes them out of the game. And it's another great example. The rise of the German-style board games, also known as Euro games, turns this around on its head. The idea is to work together to build, create, or solve something, be it in an economy, an invention, or a town. Everyone stays active in the game throughout the entire play of the game, and there is always a winner, calculated at the very end. It's truly living in wonder to experience that communal joy of playing together and creating a culture in which it's recognized as a real need and a spiritual practice. When we play together, we can be creative together, moving through challenges in a kind and flexible way. We hold each other differently, feeling that we were all part of the same team, and we become a deeper form of a family. Charles Schaeffer said this: "We are never more fully alive, more completely ourselves, or more completely engrossed in anything than when we are playing." Have you ever found yourself playing with other friends and find that time has gone by and you ask, how did it get to be so late? We were having so much fun, we lost track of the time. So this week, with the the sacred wonder of joy and love in our heart, explore the many ways in which you can share a life of play with your loved ones. Find a partner to dance with, play an inclusive board game, and carry this energy into your entire community. Let play be the gateway into deeper relationships. And finally, in the words of Winnie the Pooh, we didn't realize we were making memories. We just knew we were having fun. And so that brings us now to our affirmation for this week. I am joyful in my community. This is one of the biggest chocolate chunks I've ever worked. And so now it's our time for mindful giving, where you are spiritually fed. All donations are gratefully received through PayPal on our website or by mailing a check. Our website is www.cslpv.org, or you can mail your paper check addressed to CSLPV 403 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, V1Y8N1. And so now, if you'd like to join me in our offertory affirmations. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming today and joining me. And if you would like to have a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment to assist you with change or whatever you are wanting to experience in life, then please connect with me. And if you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this year, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, please connect with me so that you can be sent the current forms. I'd also like to remind you to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page. Also, if you are interested in learning more about the science of mind, we do offer courses and workshops both in person and on Zoom meetings. So either contact me for more information or check out our website, www.cslpv.org, for further information. And also, let's continue practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions can create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. May peace and love be with you. Once again, thank you for joining me today. Namaste.